Hello and welcome to the cybersecurity video series powered by Saraswati repository. My name is Vishal.majithia. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to sniff credential using Wireshark. I'll be using Parrot Linux in order to sniff the credential using the Wireshark. You can use any of the distribution of the Linux. You can use Ubuntu, Kali, CentOS, Red Hat, etc. But you should have Wireshark installed in it. Wireshark is a protocol analyzer used for analyzing the protocols and packets deeply. So here I'll be logging to my WordPress account. I'll be sniffing the unencrypted traffic using the Wireshark and how you can harvest the credential of the unencrypted protocols using Wireshark. So first of all, let me open up browser. Beside it, I will be opening the Wireshark. For this, open up the terminal. If you have not installed Wireshark in your system, the command to install Wireshark in your system is sudo apt-get install Wireshark. I have already installed in my system. By default, it comes with the inbuilt in the Parrot Linux. So if you are using a Debian based flavor, you need the command is this one, sudo apt-get install Wireshark. If you are using RPM based Linux, the command to install Wireshark is sudo yum install Wireshark. Let me zoom in a little bit so it will be easier for you to see. Clear this one. Let me run the Wireshark. For this command to run the Wireshark is sudo Wireshark, press enter. It will be asking me for the entering the password of IMVSM because I have entered the sudo for the root privileges. Press enter after typing the password. So now my Wireshark is getting loaded. So I would be sniffing over the Ethernet 0, which is my, let me show you, fconfig. So I am connected with the Ethernet 0 where I'm getting the internet connection. So I'll be sniffing over the Ethernet 0. Double click over this. I will start the packet capturing. Let us minimize this and open up the browser. And I have hosted my website, that is vishal.majithia.tech. Press enter. This is my demo website used for the demonstration that I have recently installed. Now I'll be logging into the administration console of WordPress by typing /admin. Press enter. So the user is user and the password is, let me copy this, cd documents cat password, copy and paste the password. Now whatever the password that I'm entering into this WordPress will be captured by the Wireshark. Let me show you that. Press login. So now I have successfully logged into my WordPress. So let us verify this, that whether my Wireshark was able to capture the credential or not. Let us open up the Wireshark and stop the capture. Meanwhile, we were using HTTP protocol for accessing my website. So there are certain methods in the HTTP. Let me show you also, which are used for the different purposes. There are methods like HTTP GET. It is used for retrieving the data. From web server, and post method. It is used for inputting the data into web server. For example, if you type in username and password, if you upload a file, that'll that will be used by the post method and get for retrieving the page or loading the page. There are certain methods like update, connect. It is used for connecting the VPN, and different trace. All have different purposes. Right now we'll be concentrating on the post method because we want to harvest the credential, and when we enter the credential, it uses the HTTP post method because we have inputted the data into web server in a form of username and passwords. Let me open up the Wireshark, and the filter will be typing http dot request dot method equal post and press enter. So there, as you can see, the source is 192.168.143.30, that is our IP address, and the destination is 65.22.84.37, that is the IP address of my website. Let me also verify by doing the NS lookup vishal.majithia.tech. As you can see, 65.2.84.37, that is the IP address of my website. So these are the data that we have inputted into my website. That is the username and password that we have recently used for logging into my website administration console. Now what we will be doing here will be sniffing the credential. The capture has sniffed the credential. We'll be deriving it by typing right click, by clicking right click on the packet and follow TCP stream. So as you can see, it shows whatever the data that you have inputted in this particular packet. So this is the data. Now we want to find the username and password that we have entered, whether the Wireshark was able to capture the username and password or not. Let us find by typing the PWD or something. So it's not the correct packet. Let's get back, and as you can see, the post method WP login, that is the page for the backend of the WordPress. Let's click on the third packet and right click on the third packet and follow the TCP stream. So as you can see, we are able to derive or harvest the credential. The username is user, password is that we have typed, and submit now. So we were successfully able to harvest the credential using Wireshark, but it should be an unencrypted protocol. That was the HTTP, which is unencrypted. So that's why we insist you to use HTTPS. So anyone in the man in the middle will not be able to capture, will not be able to derive the password that you are typing or sending it to your web server. Close this. So this is how we can derive the credential or harvest credential using Wireshark on the unencrypted protocols. Let us start the capture once again, and we'll be capturing the unencrypted traffic of Telnet. I have enabled the Telnet on my web server, so I'll be logging using a Telnet. Telnet is a TCP based protocol, and it is unencrypted. It sends traffic in clear text. That's why we'll be capturing it using a Wireshark. Start the capture again, continue without saving, and minimize this. Open up the terminal, Telnet, and destination will be vishal.majithia. First of all, let me zoom in a little bit. Telnet, destination will be vishal.majithia.tech. Press enter. It is asking me for the username. Let me type in the username and password. So we have successfully logged into my web server. So all the packets are captured in the Wireshark. Let me open up the Wireshark and stop the, and in the filter I will be typing telnet and paste enter. So it has recorded or captured the telnet data. With source you can see 192.168.143.30 and the destination 65.2.84.37, which is my website. For deriving or the password using Wireshark, click on any of the packet, right click on any of the packet and follow TCP stream. As you can see, the username that we have typed is Bitnami and the password is 143. The password is in clear text because telnet is unencrypted protocol which send the username and password in a clear text. So it is advisable to use SSH for any of the logging into any of the server. So whatever the traffic that is being sent from your system to your web server will be encrypted by the secure shell, that is SSH. So don't use HTTP or FTP or telnet for logging into any of your server or devices. Use encrypted protocol. So this is how we can capture or harvest or sniff the credential using Wireshark for the unencrypted protocol. So I hope this was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for watching this video. Thanks.